So I wasn't really planning on making this video today, but it definitely feels like it's worth doing because, yeah, I've had a bit of a strange situation occur on my YouTube channel, and I've heard that a lot of YouTubers lately have been having similar issues. So I woke up this morning to my phone going completely crazy with notifications, and obviously I was a tiny bit confused as to what was happening so early on a Sunday morning. And I looked at it and I had already received 31 emails from YouTube. Now they all said something along the lines of, "Dear Mumbo Jumbo, your video with the title may have content that is owned or licensed by PEDL and Warner Chappell." So essentially is a copyright claim against my video. And I especially like in these emails that they say may. I mean, that definitely is the operative word here, because that totally isn't the case. But clearly they were pretty certain that it was, and the emails kept coming in. So it started off as 30, and then every 10 seconds or so, a new one would come in, and it's continued all throughout the morning, and I'm sure it will continue throughout the day. So far, they have copyright claimed just over 400 of my total catalogue of videos, and currently we are sharing the revenue on them for absolutely no reason other than they have just said, "Hey, I'm claiming this video," and that's it. And then they get a percentage of the revenue made from those videos. And you know, I don't really like talking about the monetary side of YouTube. I never really get into the details of that, but I make no secret of the fact that this is my full-time job. This is what I do for a living. And it is very frustrating to wake up one morning and find that a big company has come in and just said, "Hey, I'm gonna take a chunk of all the revenue that you've made from these videos, until you dispute it." Which brings me on to the kind of big point that I want to make here, which is that YouTube's content ID system is totally skewed towards the people who are making the claims. Because, I mean, as I say, they were making claims, a new claim every 10 seconds or so, and they were just firing them out, just in bulk. They were shooting them through to me, and yeah, within a couple hours, over 400 videos have been claimed. It was a really quick process, and from what I've read, it all seems to be totally automated. So there's no one involved, it's just an automated system. It's matching up content that they find, and they put a claim on it without really doing any research or looking into it. And as the creator, that's incredibly frustrating, because the reason that they're claiming is because of the songs that I use for my intros and outros. They're made by an artist called Proletter. He's a person that I have a good relationship with, and I have a written agreement with Proletter that says I can use his songs in my videos. So I am totally licensed to use them, but I'm in a guilty until proven innocent situation right here, where now I have to prove my innocence. Until then, I'm being punished, which is it's bizarre. Now, the method for disputing these things isn't exactly easy either. The whole process tends to take between 1 to 2 minutes, and I mean, that adds up. I mean, 400 disputes that I now have to do today means it's going to take 800 minutes, which you can do the math on that one. That's around about 12 hours. So it's a lot of disputing that I've got to do. And the worst part is that the wording that YouTube uses when it comes to disputing things is incredibly strong. So when you file a dispute to YouTube, they essentially say, "By the way, if this dispute is found to be incorrect, you're actually disputing incorrectly, then we will take down your video, we will issue you with a copyright strike, and you only get 3 strikes on your channel before the whole channel gets removed." So essentially they're threatening you, saying, "Look, you best make sure that this dispute is correct, because otherwise we're going to remove you from YouTube." And that's fine, I guess. But there are 2 problems with that. Number one, when you get 400 claims made at you and it only takes 3 to get you banned, that definitely makes you a little bit nervous. But also, the most important thing is that these false claims that come in, these claims that have absolutely no grounding whatsoever, they're just automated, they get shot in, there's no repercussions to the claimant when they make a false claim. There's nothing. So they just go, "Oh, sorry, yeah, we made a mistake. I guess you're right. I guess it is yours. Don't worry about it. We'll move on." There should be some form of repercussions for the fact that a company has just levied 400 claims onto a YouTube channel, blanket across the board. If they've messed up all of those claims, I mean, surely there's something wrong there. And the other big issue with the dispute process is that when you actually file a dispute, it takes them 30 days to respond. So they have up to 30 days to actually get back to you and say that, oh, actually, no, yeah, this is totally yours. So not only is that stressful, you kind of don't know where you sit, but also the money that is generated by that video doesn't go to anyone. It just kind of sits in a pot in the middle. It's not fair more than anything. I don't really know what to say on the matter. I'm frustrated because I've heard all about this. I've never faced it before personally. So this is my first experience kind of battling the content ID system, and it's a nightmare. And the worst thing is that YouTube definitely feels like YouTube wants to sweep it under the rug. Obviously, I've tweeted about it all morning. I wasn't really planning on making this video, but I didn't really get any answers from anyone. Partly maybe because it's a Sunday morning. Maybe that's why Warner Chappell have done it on a Sunday morning, because they know that I can't really do anything about it until Monday, so they'll kind of reap their rewards over the weekend. But yeah, it just feels like YouTube don't want to comment on the issue. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to even acknowledge it. Team YouTube, who is the kind of support team on Twitter, were responding to a ton of people all morning, and my tweet got absolutely no attention, despite the fact that it currently has over 3,000 retweets. So clearly, I mean, someone at YouTube must have noticed by now. You know, it's disappointing. As someone who's been creating content on YouTube for over 7 years now, I mean, obviously we all know that YouTube is a business and they have to keep the big companies happy and they have to keep the advertisers happy. But it just in situations like this, it starts to become very blatant that actually things are definitely skewed towards those. And it feels like the smaller creators or the single content creators, the people who don't have massive teams of lawyers behind them and things like that, are kind of the ones that get pushed and shoved around a little bit. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to do. I guess I'm going to start manually filing disputes and start actually kind of writing out a response to every single copyright claim that comes in, saying something along the lines of, I do actually have written permission for this and this claim is not true, and then I have to sign off everything, then send off all my details and all that. I guess I've got to do that for every single claim that comes in, and that's if it only stays at 400. There is every chance that it is going to continue and wipe its way through my entire catalogue of videos, because pretty much all of my videos that I've made in the past 6 years have got the songs in it that Warner Chappell take such issue with me using. So, yeah, not the best situation. I will put Warner Chappell's details down in the description if you want to let them know about this situation. I will also, I'll include links to screenshots and the tweets that I posted so that you can retweet them and share those around, because that would be massively beneficial. But anyway, I thank you for watching. Thanks for all your support. Hopefully we can get all of this resolved, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video.